Hi, I'm Jen Hernandez in Northeast Pennsylvania, and I am glad that I got over 330 pounds 3 times in 20 years. Yes, I am glad. You heard that right. I'm glad because after living for 20 years, trying every yo-yo diet, pill patch, wrap, exclusion, you name it, so many of the companies that I do are not even in existence anymore because they just can't be sold. It's freeing to be in a place where I can tell you I'm down 120 pounds and I've kept it off for over 2 years and I haven't had to deprive myself and I feel amazing. So I want to share with you 2 ways that you can use to feel this way too. I have these solutions to connect you to, and I would love to be your coach and come alongside you on this journey because I truly believe that I was given the gift of the struggle for 20 years so that I can be in a unique position to say, I know it's hard, I know it's frustrating, but I know you can do this. And one of the biggest things for me that I learned on this journey is it is a journey. Perfectionism used to knock me out all the time. I would say, oh my gosh, I had a piece of cake. Oh, well, I'll just go out to eat tonight and I'll be better tomorrow. And then Saturday would come and, well, I was bad last night. Let's just go out for brunch. Or maybe I'd be hungover or something. And I'd say, oh, well, let's just have brunch. You know, greasy diner breakfast is just great after going out on a Friday night. And then that would lead me to, well, I already ruined Saturday, so I'll just eat whatever I want this weekend. I'll be good and meal prep tomorrow afternoon, and then I'll have a perfect week next week. And I lived that cycle for 20 years of being good for 3 days and then throwing it all away for the next 4 and restarting. And that is hard. That takes a lot of hard work, especially in our environment. One thing that I want to give people grace with is take a look at how much food is used for more than what is actually meant to be used for. If you look at an average week or month, how many times are you invited to eat food that is kind of silly or kind of treating, right? I mean, just think about you get hired, you get a cake because you got hired. You get pregnant, you get a cake. You get married, you get a cake. You get a breakup, you go have cake or ice cream. You leave a job, go celebrate. You lose a job, go have some cake. Everywhere there's cake and silly temptations, and there's so many missed pieces and so many pieces of different diets and things out there that it can be confusing on what is making a good choice and why can't I just eat cake every day and lose weight, right? I don't know. Do you feel me? Have you been there with me? But what I like to say is if I was going to leave my house in Pennsylvania and drive to Disney, I would not just jump in the car and drive to Disney, especially if I've never been to Disney. If I've never been to my goal weight, I'm not just going to pick pieces and kind of sort of try different things on the internet and think I'm making a right choice and expect myself to know how to do something I've never done. So if I were to drive to Disney and I've never been there, what would I do? I'd print off a map from MapQuest. Yes, I'm probably one of the only people using MapQuest still, but I would print off the map from MapQuest, put it in my passenger seat, and then I would also have the GPS on because hey, it's 2020, right? So I would have my GPS on and I would follow the GPS to get there. And that's what I offer. I get to offer my experience overcoming and finding a way to love veggies now and finding a way to love eating healthy, finding a way to be a busy mom who works full time and has a 9-year-old and a husband, and find a way to overcome those things. I get to share those with you and I get to connect you to the tools that I use. So I want to introduce you very briefly to 2 of my favorite nutrition tools that really have helped me. And let's chat about how you want to feel and which one of these you feel more identifies where you struggle. And let's talk about how we can make this your happiest and healthiest year. So our first program is a more structured program. This is how I started my weight loss journey. And what I found, I actually gained 70 pounds from 2015 to 2016. And I was vegan, I was juicing, I was making my own smoothies. I was buying flax and chia and spirulina and protein powders out the wazoo and concocting my own smoothie. I was juicing, I was following forks over knives, plant-based diet. I was just eating healthy, I thought, but I gained 70 pounds that year. And this is the program that helped me identify where and why I was making some wrong choices and help really balance it out for me. And if you are someone that wants to be plant-based or are already plant-based, it does have it broken down for you for vegan alternatives as well. So don't worry, I can help you if you're looking to make that change. But What I call this program is My Macros Made Easy, and it is a super simple color-coded container system. It does the macro math for you. Another thing I learned on my journey is a calorie is not just a calorie. I don't know about you, but I would buy a lot of 100-calorie packs because they were healthy choices, and I thought they would help me lose weight. Well, I would have a 100-calorie pack, and then I would have a second because I didn't feel full and satisfied. And then I'd have a third. And I would usually have 400-calorie packs before I would say, okay, I guess I'm really hungry or I need water or something because I'm not feeling full from this. And really, you're just eating nothing calories. Those 100 calories don't give you anything for it. So you can save some money right there. Sorry, whoever makes them, you don't need 100-calorie packs. You're going to do much better eating real food, and you're going to feel more full and energized from it. I think like one thing that I look back on is I didn't understand that the food I was eating today was really meant to build my cells and my organs and my body and my life the next 5 and 10 years. I was just looking at it as I feel like eating this, I feel like eating that. You know, how many times have you heard at work, what do you feel like having for lunch? It's like, you don't have to match your food to your feelings. That did not serve me for 20 years. But what we do with the Macros Made Easy is it takes the math out of it. You don't have to try to calculate and read the ingredients. It makes it super simple to order takeout or to go to a family event. You don't have to be doing the math and trying to figure out, well, what kind of spaghetti sauce was that? Or what was that? Like, it makes it super simple. If it fits in the container, it fits on your plate. And what we do is we calculate where you are, where you want to go, and then you get to fill up your bank account every morning with the containers that match your account, and then you get to spend them all day long. I don't know if you like to shop. I do like to shop, and so I like to look at my containers as spending my food allowance for the day, getting to spend it. And there is room for silliness. There is room for having chips and cookies and cakes. Don't worry. They do fit in the containers because this is life and we know those things are going to happen. If we're looking to lose 50, 100, 300 pounds, if we're looking to make a big change, something's got to change for us to hit that mark. Or if we are maybe trying to get that last 5 or 10 pounds, it's something seemingly small hiding in your routine, and using the containers and using our trackers is really going to help you identify that. And I get to work with you and read your trackers. So yes, we do track what we eat. I personally prefer the paper trackers because I like to use purple and pink pens. I like to keep it on my counter in the kitchen to remind myself, hey, why am I in the kitchen? When's the last time I ate? And honestly, it seems like it takes a lot of work to track, but if I nibble it, I scribble it down, it honestly takes less than 20 seconds. I have timed it to prove that it doesn't take that long. So it takes less than 20 seconds to write down, to check off my water, to check off my container. It takes less than 20 seconds, super simple. And if you don't like paper and pen, we've got an app for it. Don't worry. So here I have an example of how I use this as a tracker. I love that it starts with morning mindfulness and gratitude. How do you feel? What's a quote for the day? What's your intention for the day? It kind of helps you with that focus. Some women I work with add a quote here every day, and I just love that. The next piece is it's going to ask how your sleep, your mood, your energy was. These are so important because you'll notice as you start to change what you're eating, those things are going to change for the better. And don't we all want more energy and better everything in our lives? And then what you'll do is you're going to right here I put down how many containers I can have based on what we calculate. And then as I write in the food, I just cross it off and move the number down like a check register. And then at the end of the day, I can say, oh, I did well, or oh, I ate some extra fats, I ate some extra fruits, or whatever the case was. And then we get to collect the data, which gives us power to make those seemingly small choices and help you get to your results faster. I also love it asks about working out. It asks about how your energy was, how your bowel movements, your digestion, how everything was, so you can keep track of it. And guys, this is so powerful. This is going to help me look at it with you and set you like, oh, if we make this little change, let's see what happens. And I can't tell you how often I get to go through like 2 weeks of their tracker and we uncover one little thing. They make one little change and they message me the next day, I'm down 3 pounds in one night. How'd that happen? And it's like, because we made that little change. You did a great job tracking, and now we can celebrate getting you results. And then we also have the nutrition guides and recipes. Colorful, flavorful foods. I used to think I couldn't eat healthy because it was expensive, or I couldn't eat healthy because it would be boring eating the same thing every day. Can I be honest with you for a minute? I don't know about you, but when I would go to the diner and we would eat out, or I would order takeout with work, there was really only 3 chain food places that I would go on a regular basis, and I would order the same thing every time. Like, I always ordered the same thing. So when I was eating unhealthy, I was eating the same exact things. When I'm eating healthy, I'm getting to try so many different meals and so many different flavors, and it's so much more colorful. I mean, how fun does this sound? Sicilian style cauliflower casserole, poached salmon with vegetables, zesty chicken with brown rice, superfoods bowls. We even have egg salad and tuna salad sandwiches and bowls and things like that. So there's tons of ways you can jazz up a favorite. So I want to encourage you, there is a lot of fun things to try. You'll find they're so more colorful and flavorful. Now, if structure is not your thing, if you are a rebel and you just kind of, you just want to eat what you want to eat and you don't want to be told not to have too much, or if you're someone like I was, you spent 20 years on that roller coaster, you've tried every diet 5 or 6 times, you've cut out whole food groups, you've done all these things. If you need flexibility for a travel schedule, or maybe you live between a couple different places for work, this is going to help you. If you need a mindset shift, if you're looking to have a positive relationship with food, this program is for you. This is our flexible program. This is our food freedom program. So the portion program that is the Macros Made Easy is how I evicted 80 pounds. The mindset program, this is how I freed myself, and I am not worried about ever regaining weight. I'm not worried about holiday parties. I'm not worried about summer picnics. I no longer am scared of food. And let's be real, food is going to be in our lives for the rest of our lives. So if you can feel comfortable around food and food choices, that is going to help you exponentially. It is going to pay you back dividends. Every healthy choice you make, every healthy habit you gain is going to pay you those interest dividends for the rest of your life. So our food freedom program, again, I track it. I use both of them, not at the same time. I've done them to get certified so that I can help my clients. I prefer the food freedom course. This is what I follow. It teaches you how to eat and when. There's no limits. You can eat as much as you want. So if you are a volume eater, this is something that's going to help you learn, have a healthy relationship with that volume eating. It also addresses emotional eating, roller coaster eating, binging, things like that. It does address some of those things in the program, although there are some extremes where certain binging or certain habits do need a higher medical conversation. But we basically are going to track the same way. If you bite it, you write it. If you nibble it, you scribble it, right? And we're going to track and have the data and have the power. And you're going to see how it's fun. I love when someone has a cookie or a brownie for the first time and they get on the scale the next day and they're like, I lost weight. I had a brownie and I lost weight. How did that happen? Why is that happening? And you can just find that you're no longer controlled by those little choices that you made. And it really is helpful. So both of these nutrition programs are a set of video courses that you own for life that I get to walk through with you. The videos are like 2.5 to 10 minutes at the longest. There is a grocery store tour and ordering through takeout menus that is a little bit longer and more intensive, but most of the videos are just a few minutes. So you can be done watching the first 3 or 4 videos in just 15 minutes tomorrow or tonight and already see weight loss the next day. I promise you, it really is that simple if you're willing to follow what you learn. And I love that you own them for life because I was getting over a 20-year yo-yo diet history. I wasn't going to fix it in one watch. So I love that you own these courses. And even now, I still use the program and rewatch it as a coach to help my clients and to help myself because I'm overcoming 20 years of bad habits. I wasn't going to just miraculously learn how to have a healthy relationship with food without the course, without the map. And that's what these are. These are the map. And then I pair it. I love that both of these programs come with my superfood health shake, which is honestly all my vitamins, prebiotics, probiotics, right in one spot. Saves my family $5,200 a year versus the protein and all the vitamins that I used to take and buy. I get it all in one now. It helped me give up my chocolate addiction, which I was eating like 3 to 5 little mini sneaker bars every single day at work. Every day at work. And I didn't think they counted because they were so small and I would forget about them. But I also had a really big drive-through habit that it helped me replace as well. So sorry, D&D. I don't go there anymore, but I used to spend $80 a week at the drive-thru. I really encourage you, if you're feeling like you're stuck, I encourage you to go through your online banking or your receipts and seeing where you're shopping and eating out. And I think you may be surprised to find out how much you're spending elsewhere and how we can just reallocate some of that money. You can still eat out. I still eat out. You can still do those things, but we can make just a few swaps and changes. You can end up saving money and even feeling better. I look forward to hearing from you, hearing what questions you have. And do you feel like you are an A personality or a B personality? Which one would you benefit from the most? Do you feel like you need structure? Do you need struggle with maybe not knowing how much to eat? Maybe you don't eat enough. That would be our Macros Made Easy program. That container portion, giving you the boxes and control to check off, will be great for you. Or if you're someone like me who is a volume eater, who has been on a roller coaster emotional diet for years, that is our flexibility. That's our food freedom program. And we can talk about how those can help you. And then as a bonus, we can even throw in some workouts as well. And it makes it almost no cost when you bundle everything together. It makes either the workouts or the vitamin shake free to try for yourself. So I can't wait to hear from you, hear what questions you have, and what you identified with in my story, or how I can help you get to your happiest and healthiest. Thanks for watching.